All right. So can you tell me your OPGG? So I'll take a
Yeah,
look.
sure. I haven't played in the last couple of days
Mm-hmm.
too much, but last week I reached platinum again.
Oh, nice.
So that's nice. Yeah. Here you go.
57% win rate. That's pretty high.
It's not too many games though.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
still, it's not little games as well. First strike on Ekko. Interesting. Where did you get it from?
It's a new thing right now. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically I saw it in Korea basically,
Mhm.
but then I consulted it with probably the best Echo in like EU West.
Mhm.
And he basically said it's the best rune for him right now because
Really?
like it gives you a better mid-game acceleration, if that makes sense. You know, after you get proto belt, each trade
Yeah.
you make basically generates you like 150 gold. It's really good, like for that mid to late game acceleration. So it boosts you towards your like Rabadon, Void stuff, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Interesting. Very interesting. All
I mean,
right.
I'm just trying it out. Like I've played with
Yeah.
Electrocute
Yeah.
basically.
I see it's working for you, so why not? I see like one that goes Lichbane, second item, and there's ones that go Nashor's.
That's also very like. I mean, I've talked to the
Yeah.
best Echo player.
Yeah.
Something. He's like he went pro right now, so he's not playing Echo too much. But he basically said that Lichbane is probably better, like 99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I played with Nashers too since like season 10, season 9, and because he actually was the one who recommended it, and it was really good back then. Right now, Lichbane is probably more optimal, but I tried Lichbane a couple of times and it just didn't work for me, so I went back to Nashers.
Okay. Good trade. Yeah, she can't win that without spells.
No, Katarina level 1 is just trash.
Yeah, don't know why she even tried.
Yeah, she was not really that good, I think. She made some great mistakes this game. I kind of snowballed off of that. Now I saw that she was kind of pushing, so I tried to trim the wave, like, so it doesn't push too much, but it still did push.
Nice.
And yeah, that was really bad.
Can you go back? Can you go back a second?
I pre-clicked. I thought I pre-clicked on her and flashed into that last
Yeah,
outer, right?
can you get back? I just want to see it again.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know why there's no stop, but
yeah, go.
Yeah, so I kind of I saw that Poppy's going for that gank, so
yeah, no, the follow was good. Oh, wait, I want to see it again.
If I can get to it actually. So I think the problem was that I didn't like attack move, I thought I clicked on her, but I probably clicked on the ground next to her.
Yeah, you could click that next to her. Yes.
So it was a mechanical misplay, right?
Yeah.
But the idea was there at least.
Yeah, the idea was there. Okay.
I don't know what the Shaka was doing. He was just trying to piss me off or something.
Yeah. So you're auto-attacking here, and can you pause for a second?
Yeah, sure.
To see how you auto-attack the wave though, which I'm not sure, like, okay, now it's a very interesting position, right? Because on the one hand, Katarina is not there. On the other hand, you can't really push because you're level 2 Ekko. And there is a Shaco next to you. So you're in a beta situation where you can't really afford to push. Like your best, I assume what you were thinking, oh, Katarina is backed off, so I should just push as fast as I can. But the situation didn't allow you to. So you really got to understand what the situation is about. So for example, like you're saying in early game, especially, like you can't really push without the enemy managing to come back and stop you, right? Why like early 6 minutes, it's really hard for you to push and crash the wave into the enemy turret without them stopping you. Understand what I'm saying? Because the respawn times are so low, right?
Yeah.
So
go
ahead.
Well, in this situation, by the way, can I record this as well?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think I can learn from it. Like,
yeah, 100%.
If I actually, if I rewatch it and stuff. Well, in this situation, I think I thought like, all right, Katarina needs to base, right? She was super low. She couldn't really come back to that wave, and I had basically nothing to base for, right? Because let's get back to that situation, right? You see, like I had like 200 gold.
Yes.
So basically, I obviously in this situation I could just base and let the wave because it was in an even state, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't understand the auto taxi. Can you try to walk me like what went on the wave itself? And the cues as well. I don't really understand the cues. Because it seems like you're trying to push, right?
Yeah, I was trying to push, but that Shaco was pissing me off, you know. I didn't want to like, you know, face tank him because he would probably kill me.
No, for sure. For sure. You don't need to face tank him. But so I think you have two choices here. This is what I'm trying to say. I think you should say to yourself, okay, Katarina is backed. Even though I don't have gold, I probably want to reset because of my mana and like I'm half HP, right? So
yeah.
But the situation doesn't allow me to push and back. So I have an option to just recall because the wave is in the middle anyway. So I'm not gonna lose as much. I can have three options. Or I can recall and TP back, which I don't think is really worth it, but it's also possible. Or I can slow push, right? Because you can't really get close to the minions without getting auto-attacked by Shaco. So I can just slow push, not using my spells, wait for another wave to stack. Another wave to come in, and then push.
Yeah, alright. Right? Then I will have mana at least for Q,
yes,
right?
You'll have more mana. Shaco will probably stop bothering you by the time the next wave will come in. So you can just chill by the wave, wait for the other wave to come in, and then you can use the other wave because, you know, we are stacking two waves. It has more damage. You can use the two waves to push, and it will be naturally easier for you, right? Because right now it's a wave, one wave against one wave. So if you push right now, if you try to push right now, you need to spend more resources in order for it to push, because it's only a one wave advantage. But if it's a two wave advantage, it's way easier to clear the waves, because naturally, because it's two waves stronger, when you clear at least one wave, it's gonna end up pushing faster. So you understand what I'm saying?
Of course. So basically, in this situation, the best thing to do, if I don't want to base right now, is just to wait for the other wave to come in and then use my abilities to push.
Exactly. Yes.
I don't know how this played out actually, because he came back. You see, I thought like, yeah, he's gonna go away. Okay, I can, you know, push this.
All
and then push
he's
the next
spending
wave.
time. It's okay. Don't let this get into your head. He's spending time. He's
no,
losing.
it's fine. I was just like, yeah. And the second game was kind of tilted, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think in this position as well, I probably should have just spent another point in Q. Because
probably, but it's
because
okay.
usually when you want to push, okay. Like
that was good.
But anyway, it ended up like okay, I think.
Yeah. It ended up okay, 100%. Like you did it when the second wave came, but but in general, so this is what I want you to think. Like, okay. By the way, you can step a bit further than. So how you stood on the stairs there, you can stand even at the edge of them. Okay. So again, it's really small things that can shave you like 1 second, like 1.5 seconds, but it can actually make a big difference in the early game. All right. So if you also want to write notes, I would also write this one, like stand at the edge of the stairs in base.
I just didn't like put the time into like seeing where exactly is that spot, you know, where you still get that fountain region. Just didn't really spend time on that. But she was kind of doing weird shit.
Yeah, and a nice punish, like once she doesn't have a cooldowns. Really nice punish. So I don't really understand why are you giving so much respect to her. So can you go back? You just traded her and she is at half HP, almost third quarters HP, right? Can you pause? You can pause. You see where you're positioned?
I was probably just trying to dodge the dagger. I don't know. It was kind of like instinct, I think.
Yeah, but how you can dodge daggers not only to the back, you can also dodge it to the side, right? Yeah. Doesn't really matter. So what I expected you to do, and also I don't really get this minion the materializer that you just used. I don't really understand why you use it on the range as well. Can you try to explain a bit of the thought process? Yeah,
sure. Well, the minion DMAT with Ekko, usually you take it to you want to probably every game you want to just spend it on 2 casters and 1 melee, so that you can one shot the waves as soon as possible, so that you unlock yourself on the map. And in tough
Okay.
matchups, I
Mhm.
usually use it to get like CS I can't reach, right? Or it's too dangerous, or I would
Okay.
trade my entire health bar for it. But in a matchup like this, where I know this Katarina is doing shit and I can just play it how I want, basically,
Yes.
then I just use it on the creeps to get the damage as soon as possible, basically. That
Okay,
makes sense.
but if you use it on the minions to get the damage as much as possible, so you can just use the Qs and the and auto attack. Because I don't you see you do that. It doesn't seem like that's your strategy. It doesn't seem like your strategy is to just push as hard as you can. Because if it was, I would expect you to also auto attack and Q the minions whenever it's up. But you don't really do
to
that.
do it right now, right? I don't want to do it right now. I'm not gonna have enough damage on my Qs to one shot the wave, or just to
yeah, but
go for
still,
that
even
push
if you
across.
don't have the one shot capability of the wave, you still can damage the wave, and this is what's important when pushing. It's not necessarily to one shot. Of course, once you can one shot the wave at level 7, I think, or with any other champion, like even Victor, Double E, stuff like that. But I mean, I don't mean it in the practical way of I can one shot the wave or not. I mean in the idea way. All right, so what is your goal right now? Do you want to push? Okay, so push, auto attack the wave and use Qs. If you don't want to push, then don't use the materializer on the ranged minion. So you see where I'm going at? You need to have a game plan. You need to have in your head what am I trying to do. If and this is a very very crucial mistake which I want you to take, is a lot of players tend to try to play on the, you can say, on defense. They sit on defense. There's like a synonym, like not synonym, but there's like a sentence for it, right? They don't want to decide. Like on one hand, they really push, and the next wave arrive and they stop pushing. So you need to understand what you want to do. If you want to slow push, then slow push and don't use materializer on the rangement. If you want to push, then push. All right. This in between of like I'm pushing but I'm not really pushing, it can cause you to defocus and lose a lot of important time in the lane, right? Because you're not deciding what you want to do. Sometimes you can ruin your own CS. Sometimes you can it can be a window for the enemy to freeze on you. So there is a lot of opportunities for the enemy to make plays once you are not deciding what you're gonna do. All right.
Yeah,
So this is why this point is so crucial, and this is why
it's basically, it's like, no, you don't want to half-ass nothing. You
exactly.
just want to commit to something, right?
Yes, exactly. You want to commit to something. This is exactly my point. So, I think in this situation, just waiting for your next wave and then slow pushing, it's best because you have gonna have more time. Like slow pushing in general, it's usually you can say that slow pushing should be your default in the lane. Slow pushing and freezing should be your default of like what should I do. And in situations where you need to push as fast as possible because of roam, because you're gonna dive the enemy mid lane, because you gotta help your jungler, because you gotta take objectives. So this is times where you just want to push. You have to recall like as soon as possible. You can't wait for another slow push. This is when you want to push fast. But your default should be slow pushing. What are the advantages the slow pushing have?
Well, lots of things, like the enemy is going to be stuck on the tower for a longer
Yes.
time than if you just push one away for you. And then
Exactly.
of course, if they're really weak or something, you can set up a dive with your jungler if they're smart enough, of course.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So this is why your default. This is what I want you to take away. The default should be slow pushing, and and don't mix between slow pushing and clearing waves as fast as possible. Go with one. Always go with one, unless there is a specific reason why you fast push. Then you fast push. You auto attack the waves. You use all your abilities to clear. Like not all your ways, but you get what I mean. Like as fast as possible. You actually like aim to do it. Because right now it's like right now you're not sure. Oh, okay, I'm gonna clear this ranged minion. It's also like very hard for you to also understand from your own, like when you are playing.
Because when it comes to the minion DMAT, I just use it to get that the stats or like the bonus from it. I just don't really think about it that much, because also I'm not really that used to using it. I've been using it when it was like meta on Ekko, but then again, last season I was playing with domination sorcery, so I didn't even play around with it. Right now with this room page, you can take it, of course, and then I use it just to get those stats and to get to the point where I can one shot the wave.
Yeah, but you'll get to it in level 7, like probably anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The truth is, probably the minion demon is just autopilot. I don't really think about
this
it
is
that
the
much.
and this is why I am so like talking about this. This is why I'm pausing and I want to talk with you about through this point. Yeah. So I want you to understand why you're doing what you're doing. All right. This is very crucial to have some sort of a gameplay. All right. So you understood. You want to always have the gameplay in mind and like what do you want to do. So what I expect
these like idle moments, you know, in lane, like I don't really know how to manage the wave. Like, should I push or not push? Like with Ekko is like really easy to just default to shoving always and just roaming around them up, right? But at this early stages, you can't really do that effectively. So I'm more focused on like trading, right? And in this situation, I probably could have just jumped on her, right? But I was probably in that mindset. I just want to wait for her to, you know, use her abilities and then just, you know, trade back. So I was playing reactively.
Yeah, so I want to take away again 2 things. One, your default should be slow pushing because it's just way easier for you to manage time when you have a big wave. To like when you push it, you can recall or you can roam. And Ekko is perfectly fine going even in lane. Even a bit losing, Ekko is perfectly fine with that. You are a scaling champion, all right? So don't worry about necessarily killing the enemy early game. As long as you are fine with the farm, you are...
I'm not trying to like kill them. Like I know I've played a lot of games of Ekko and I know that everybody can just stat check me. Most of the champions can stat check me, right? So I'm just trying to look for like opportunities to get a good trade in, you know.
Yeah, and
especially since I'm not playing Electrocute, right? This even emphasizes it more because if I'm not playing Electrocute, my trades are shit, right? So
you have less damage, So once you do win a trade, I do expect you to start walking up. So you can definitely stand right here. You see my mouse? Yeah. So I would expect for you to sit right here. As soon as the abilities come up, you go on here, right? There's no reason for you to play here. There is absolutely no reason.
That's right.
And I get that this is also autopilot because as Ekko, a lot of times you're getting pushed out early game, and this is why I assume you're doing that. But yeah, if you're winning, then you're winning. Okay. I'm gonna actually play it back a bit faster. It's this one here. Same thing, I expect you to go in on her. Even like you win this. As long as you don't need to use your Q on the way, you can just EQ her and then head back once you have the 3 stacks on her. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to even try to Q without E.
True.
So more confidence, alright?
Alright.
Yeah, I really like this one because I really like the idea behind it.
And back in the day where Ekko was like newer to the game, nobody expected this, and I always get a free kill out of that. Now everybody is like aware of it already, so it's hard. But this skin is especially the W disappears, and then you have like a half a second to just go into it, and it will appear again. So it's kind of it's kind of weird. I don't know. I was probably just trying to like always Q her first, because when I Q her first, I know I can go in, right? If I E on her and then Q and miss and miss the Q.
But you can't really miss EQ. Like you can, but it's really hard to miss.
It is, but you know the chance is still there, right? If I just Q her and miss, I don't have to commit, right?
Yeah, no. So this is one of the things of like, oh, you don't want to decide, right? You're afraid of deciding because you're saying to yourself, oh, what if I miss? But you gotta play confident.
True.
Because if you will keep playing safe like that, you will not improve.
True.
And when it really gets to you, when you're gonna get to a higher elo, like at least I think like a division or 2, games are gonna get way tougher. And if you won't have the confidence of I'm gonna hit my Q for the trade, you won't be able to win because you won't go in for trades.
So this mindset kind of I think like this mindset is more of a early game thing for me, right? Because I know I'm weak with Ekko, so I just don't want to risk basically.
Yeah, yeah. But I want you to do it, right? If you are really afraid, like about your rank or you have anxiety about it, then play on a different
So-
account or play on flex queue, but please do the trades. Of course, when there is an opportunity, not just do the trades for the sake of trading, but when it makes sense, like be confident that you're gonna hit your abilities.
Weird one, but I figured
It's okay.
like that.
Yeah. Oh, you went the other way. That's a good. It was a good roam though.
I was kind of iffy on it. Like I always kind of like when there's like a situation in the river, I always think like it's better to just walk up and then decide on the way rather than just staying in mid and waiting. Yeah, so there was an overstayed from the Katarina, of course.
Yeah.
And good gank from Poppy, I
But
guess.
but also you're so much ahead. Like she only has recurve bow. She doesn't have damage. Like you can go in on her. You don't need to focus on the wave necessarily in this point.
Probably true.
But it was good job going in on her, 100%. Right, you got the plates. Oh, let's see this one. Something is happening there. That's a very good E. It's a very good E.
She marked the wrong one. I killed the wrong one. It was kind of whatever.
Your immediate
But,
step was to walk backwards, which is also very interesting. After you ulted, you have a Nami and you're almost at full HP. You have a Poppy. There's no reason for you. There's no reason that your first reaction would be walking backwards. They can't one-shot you. All right?
Yeah, you're right.
And I think if you wouldn't have walked backwards, now you would have had your E and you could have gotten here yourself without needing the flash. So this is huge, actually. It could have made a very big impact. So
I wasted my flash because I was too careful, right?
yes, exactly. And this is the too careful mindset. You don't want to commit. All right? And this is the same little things about not poking Katarina, like not trying to fight Katarina here.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and the this one, and here the commitment of like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna hit my my Q if I E here. So this is all the same thing, all right? So please work on that. You're gonna gain confidence once you start seeing yourself hitting those things, and once you start seeing yourself winning those fights. And this confidence, it's a skill. And once you get it, your ability to carry games and to win games will be a lot better. Alright?
So do you think it's alright to buy sorcerer shoes right here? Because I don't have enough. I know like proto belt is alright, rock belt is very huge for Ekko, but at the same time I just don't want to leave with 1,000 gold in my inventory,
Yeah, no, I 100% like this. It's perfectly fine. It really depends on the game. Like this game you are roaming a lot bot lane. Like you already roamed like 3 times. So it perfectly makes sense to go sorcery. I would actually change my trinket as well to red trinket at this point already.
When I buy rock belt, yeah. But
yeah, so once it's like, you're like level 8, 7 even, like once you start roaming with Ekko, this is when you want to switch trinket. Because even if you don't get a gank, as long as you can clear the wards here and take control of the vision, you are still doing something. Let's try.
Yeah, if I like, was.
Yeah, no, as long as you'll get her to back, that's perfectly fine.
So it's here I stayed because I wanted gold for rock belt. Right?
Yeah. Yep, good to wear a trinket. At this point, you should just look to fight her whenever you can.
No. I saw also like a lot of situations as when you pointed out, like I see that I can jump on her right now, right? But in the game, like I was scared for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, because they're saying to themselves, oh, if it doesn't work, then I lose. But truth is, you're winning. You shouldn't lose.
True.
And if you do make up a mistake, then it's fine. You learn from it. All right. You learn what went wrong, and then you practice it. If it's not hitting your combo, you practice it. You do more games and you try it, and you do it in practice too, and at the end you're gonna hit the skills. But right now you're basically limiting yourself from improving. So this is the first thing you need to work on.
Yeah. Also, I kind of probably have PTSD from Katarina, right? She just one-shot with her ultimate.
Yeah.
She's usually 0-5 and then she one-shots you out of a sudden.
Yeah. And this is why you can't base your let's say like your playstyle around a fear. You should be careful. Doesn't mean you need to be careful, but again, when you see a situation, you have to go for it. You have the courage to go for opportunities. Because if you don't take them, it's gonna be really hard for you to win.
I think it's more like I don't see them, rather than I would not be like that. I would be scared. I think I just don't see the opportunity. Like, it doesn't pop to me instantly in that moment. So that might be it. Yeah, I don't know what she was doing here.
Yep.
Actually.
Good all in.
It's just free kill.
Yep.
At this point, like when I get into my item and a half,
Yeah.
I just I think my confidence actually goes through the roof, and sometimes it's too much. Right? So then
I like that to go bot lane. I 100% like that to go bot lane. This is exactly what you need to do. You need to pressure side lane, farm, and once you can TP or find a kill, then this is when you go in. So keep at it, because a lot of players would have just gone mid. There's no reason to.
I know.
Yeah, so we like also the pressure on their jungle. Oh, you could have gotten it. You were if you spammed Q.
Maybe. Yeah. I was kind of more looking to get that Zaya. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I got polymorphed and I couldn't do shit.
So for in this meanwhile, yeah, the jungle taking is great. I also would expect you to clear wards. So you don't know if anything here is warded. You don't know if this is warded. You don't know if this is warded or this is warded. This is a perfect time to clear out wards. You can go for the wolves because I saw like you were going up there, but you also have Scuttler. Like it's easier. You take Scuttler and then you could take the wolves. It's kind of scary a bit. Take the wolves here. Oh, you're trying to die. That's even okay.
If she's standing that W, I can just one-shot her, I think.
So I want to see more usage. Like whenever it's up, you should probably use it. There's no reason to wait with its cooldown. It's not like an ultimate.
You mean the sweeper?
Yeah, I mean the sweeper.
Okay.
Good pick. Just used exhaust. You could TP there, I think, but okay.
I was thinking about it, I think. Since I had like 1500 gold. I was unsure.
Yeah, you have ult. You're fine. Let's try. Woo! Wow, that was really good. That was really, really good. Also, nice combo EQ.
I think if I'm at this stage, like
yeah, you're still
unless my team like literally just throws the game out of the window, I think it's kind of like easy for me, to pick off targets. I know about like side laning, all that, pressuring.
I see that.
But then a lot of times I was, especially when I was trying to climb out of gold. I've had problems with teams not understanding that I'm not with them, that I'm in the side lane. I didn't know where to group, when to side lane.
Right.
But what I noticed when I got into like platinum, people started to understand that more. So I think actually for me playing in plat is easier. And there was one death I fucked up.
Yeah, it's okay. That's right.
That was greedy.
Yeah, it's
so I think like in this sense, platinum is easier for me than it was in gold. But at the same time, the laning phase is a bit tougher because people know how to punish when you make a mistake.
Yes, and this is exactly the difference, I think, between high levels of play and lower levels of play, because it's not like it's the fundamentals that makes it different. It's not like one one pro player can right click harder or Q harder. It's just that they know how to punish and how to manage the game state to their benefit, especially when you talk about recalls, power spikes, and stuff like that. And this is why in the laning phase is really, really important. Like, although you don't need to win the laning phase, you 100% need to understand what are going to be, what is your strategy, and how can you utilize the wave state, and how can you utilize winning the trades whenever you can. So, and this is why what we talked about, it's gonna, in my opinion, make a really big impact in the long term if you apply.
You mean the confidence, or
yeah, the confidence, the checking for opportunities, the understanding of do I push or do I slow push, and sticking to one. Things that make a huge difference.
I think we just end the game here. Or we get Baron or something and then end the game.
Yeah.
My team didn't really even need me. I think I didn't get any more action in this game, so.
Yeah. Oh, I expected the spam. I expected the spam R. I don't know why he didn't just spam.
Well,
R.
I killed a Shaco and I didn't like see others coming, and then I got CC'd again.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to like E out of there and then C, but I got CC'd again and I couldn't do shit. Right. And it's kind of hard, especially if you're losing and your team is tilted. You will get CC locked and your team will spam ping you for not using your ult.
100%.
One mistake I did here when I was watching this VOD was that I kind of pushed in the early game.
I go back. I want to see the early.
Early.
Yeah, this one is good. You can a bit forward a bit. Sorry, I didn't watch it then. I didn't notice he was started showing.
It's 86%, right? Okay, I can probably switch to the YouTube.
Yeah, once
in
it's
a couple of minutes. We don't have too much time though. So I think in this game, like, I kind of didn't want to. I don't know. I don't know. It's like super hard to play against Silas, you know, because he's like just a better Ekko since he gets your ult and all that.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just last hitting, but I also noticed that he wasn't pushing the wave at all, and in that sense, I kind of pushed into him. But it was a weird one. Yeah, and then there is a situation where I think I was really lucky because he could have gotten a really good trade on me. Because I walked up to, I think, get this minion, and then he E's on top of me, and then the minion blocks it.
Okay.
You see?
So,
the minion blocks.
You can pause. Yeah. So I want you to be very comfortable. Not only Ekko. This is also a thing that players also tend to mistake. When you're playing assassins, it's perfectly fine to give up, 80% of the CS, or even, I don't care if it's 100% of the CS, in sake of not losing the lane. Get what I'm saying? Like, it's worth it. It's okay to just leech the experience from the wave until you get level 3, and then you are actually a champion. This is like most assassins. So don't worry about it. Like, it's only 14 gold. You can just standing based, worst case 14 seconds just to get it. It's not worth the being half HP, which in this case you were kind of lucky. But being half HP and then you have to use both of your fillable, and he has all the pressure in the world. He can freeze, he can do whatever because you're out of sustain. So
I think I was a big mistake, and even if I watched it myself, I saw it immediately. Like, I shouldn't
100%. But I want you not only not only this specific example. I want you to have it in, like, no matter if you play Ekko, if you play Kiana, Karina, Zed, like, just chill. It's okay to miss all this farm in order for the sake of not losing the lane.
So you're an Aurelia player, right?
Yes, and I am the one that starts E in, like, so many matchups. I start E because I don't mind losing the farm. I just farm the whatever I can.
As well, this is like my secondary champion to pick.
Yes, exactly.
If it's in some different universe, Ekko gets ever banned or picked, right? He doesn't, but. Yeah, basically. I understand what you're getting. Especially, I think I learned this from, like, facing mages,
Mhm.
when they have that, poke and range advantage, I usually just give CS because like HP is more important. So
yes,
I think
100% HP is more important until like level 3, 4. It's perfectly fine to conserve your HP so you can actually do something.
The thing is, I probably don't think about it like I don't think like this about matchups against melee champions. Maybe that's the thing, right? So I just kind of walk
Yeah.
up like an idiot, basically.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Okay. So this.
And now you got level 2 before him. I expect you to go in like once you got the level 2, but you did it in a bit delay, but it's okay.
Probably could have. Yeah, I probably could have walked up.
Okay, nice dodge.
I was kind of lucky as well. I think I should have probably went back to the minion wave, right? So he can just E on top of me. Yeah, that was stupid. He's like really keeping the wave to his side, which is really annoying. And this is because I pushed in the first stage, right? So then I just try to Q last hit, not to hit like the entire wave.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But you're gonna hit level 3 before him probably, so I would also prepare for that because you can just W. Well, no, you didn't. Sorry.
I used the W here, I think, to get the cannon. Because in the early game, I think hitting W is not that reliable.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was perfectly fine. But can you pause now?
Yeah, sure.
Other than Jarvan coming to gank you, but in the matter that Jarvan wouldn't come to gank you, I think your best, since you have a cannon minion here, you can use the cannon minion as your, the forefront of your wave, which does so much damage. Since you have the cannon advantage, you can use it to actually clear out the enemy wave right now with your Q. Again, you're gonna miss some CS, but this is gonna clear the whole wave, and then you can get a recall. Just so you know, this is also a possibility. The other possibility was just chill, like you did. And now when Jarvan's coming, you can actually take a bait trade in order to bait him. So this is what I will do if I were you. I will. Yes, good.
I can try to bait him in, and
I
think he got away. So.
But I wanted you to also him. You're here, Jarvan.
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, but you can see him.
No, before that, go in on him once after he does his combo on you. Immediately go in on him.
Trying to push this too late, so I just
now we don't have anything to do. Yeah.
To just TP back to lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't TP. You could also chill here, and just last it on the turret. This is also a possibility because it's gonna push towards you anyway, right? You can you go back and I'll show you why. You can pause.
So because I thought he was gonna go for like a shove. So did I lose the CS?
So no matter if you go for a shove or not, it's gonna push towards you now, no matter what he does right now, because he has so many more minions than you. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you can also here it's okay to recall in TP, but I will, especially in high elo games, TP can actually make a huge difference. So I like saving the TP. I will stay under turret, not even show myself, so he will think I recalled, and maybe it will make you even shove harder. And just last it, since you have your W passive, like bonus damage on low HP targets, you can pretty much last it everything, and then I will recall. And then I wouldn't need to use my TP most likely, unless he does. Yeah. So this is also a thing you want to pay attention to.
That's weird. I was like thinking, that the wave is kind of huge. Given that
but
we're in
he
the
can't
early
really
game.
but he can't really. Does he have ignite? I didn't notice actually, but I don't think he can dive you anyway.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't think he could dive you anyway.
I don't think it's about the dive. Like I was more thinking like I can't really get to this wave right now, right?
Oh,
so
you
I'm
can't.
just gonna have to recall.
You 100% can't. But you can let it crash.
So I thought I was just gonna recall, and I'm just gonna get my Endurance ring and just get back to lane and catch the wave.
Yeah. So the point is, you don't need to necessarily walk up to the wave to take the minions. You can also just wait for it to crash. Again, in this specific situation, because the wave was so big for him, he couldn't slow push or he couldn't freeze. So he didn't really need to recall, it would just push towards you in a couple of seconds. Right?
Also, kind of like I also tried a lot in the past seasons to like save TP to get like the ability to roam bot or something. But since they changed it, I'm kind of feeling like it's not worth it saving it, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
For my lane.
Yeah, 100% you should save it for your lane, like just use it in your lane like that. But nice one. That was really good. But if you can try to conserve it, like in case you die for one gank, right? This can happen. You die from a gank, and then you want to TP, and then you get more value.
That's right.
This is
So I don't know what I was really doing. I was just
don't really have anything to do.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wanted you to time his flash. Also, work on that. I'm working on timing the flashes. It's huge.
Ping it in the chat.
No, not only about ping, but time.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But then I just, it's for most champions, unless they take some, CDR runes, it's 5 minutes, so it's not that hard to count for me at least. And I think,
but your teammates don't. Yes, teammates don't know, and this can make a really big impact, especially early game, especially against champions who don't have escape.
Yeah, that's right.
So do that. Work on that muscle. Work on that habit. Again, these small things that I'm talking with you about right now, this is the difference between a good player and a great player. And again, once you get to that level, like a diamond, I want to say like diamond 3, 2, but even now it can also make a difference. But also when you get to that higher levels, these small things are actually what is gonna help you climb up. So this is why I want you to start right now. I want to start like in your next 5 games. Just walk. I don't care if you miss farm, really, as long as you time the enemy spells. Because it's gonna make such a huge difference. Also in the mindset of your jungler, can make a big impact on whether they gank you or not and stuff like that. So
I always thought, like, even if I time it for my teammates, they won't use the information.
Maybe, right? and even most likely, but it doesn't mean you need to try. You don't, like, you can also say the same about pings, right?
It's a good habit, right, to get into, because if I ever get like higher, then people might actually use it. So.
Yeah, so maybe they use it in 1 out of 10 games, but this this one time it can give you the victory and the kill. Like, why not? Is that what I'm saying?
True. You're right.
So you always want to optimize towards my teammates are going to make the right decisions. Because if you don't hold to that belief, and most of the time they won't, but if you don't hold to that belief that they will know what they're doing, especially when we talked about, right, you split pushing. You said like, oh, they make the right plays right now. But even in gold, just because you don't do that, doesn't mean you necessarily shouldn't do that.
It should be actually processed right now on YouTube, so you can maybe switch, not click.
Yeah, this is what happened to me as well. When you switch.
Yeah, I was clicked like on your profile, not on your stream.
Yeah, same thing. This is what happened to me. This is why. Yeah.
Okay, the quality is still shit, but
it's okay.
I think we can see. Yeah, I think we can see what's going on.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be shit for content, but you always have the
I like this
link,
word,
so you can replace.
Yeah, I really like this word. I really much like this word. Good roam as well. Excellent. Very well played.
So I wouldn't really fight here, but Jarvan's coming for a gank. So.
Yeah, I would 100% recommend to you, rather than W-ing, because they can see the animation, I will just EW. You know that you can like mask the animation of the W with the E. You should do that. I think he would not respect that. Like if he would EW, and then you could get an stun out of him. Nice one. You saved their ass, and you had to flash. Amazing. Again, timing the summoners.
Yeah, of course. I think this was a really tricky fight because he stole my ult, and I obviously was trying to dodge it. That's why you saw I was ulting as well, like preemptively. And then I was kind of walking around it, trying to bait him out to ult on me, but it was kind of weird.
You're pretty solid on the macro, I gotta say. You're very much solid on the micro of Ekko. I don't like this that you stay here.
You
had ult, yeah. This one you could have played better because you had ult.
Yeah, I could have ulted and then tried to run away. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I like dodged his ult and then the Zac engage, maybe I could have. I had flash, so maybe I could have escaped. But I just didn't press it in time. Just bad reaction time, I guess. And then again, when I push in, I'm trying to
it's very good. Yeah, it's a very good room. But I don't understand, why didn't you commit to going this side?
Good question. I don't really know, honestly.
Yeah, you're already past, like, like a quarter of your walking. This actually could have been big, because look what you did. You went from the river, and then you switched to going for the try, and you wasted here like 4 or 5 seconds.
Maybe because like Zach was going in, and I thought that the fight will be more towards like our tower. I don't know.
Yeah, I think regardless of what happens, you were already inside this path.
Okay, true.
So timing and efficiency is very, very tricky in League. And you know that from the pushing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's also these little things, right? So if you're already on the way, and even though it's worded, you're already here. Just go from here. I know that they saw you, but you're already in. Commit, right?
And it's probably just I don't know, brain lack or something.
Yeah. No, I think it's more of the concept of like we talked about. Do I push or do I slow push? Just decide one thing and stick with it. It's way better for you to do one thing and stick with it and make a mistake, rather than trying to do 2 things at once to figure out which one is best. Okay, this is the takeaway I want you to take, because again, when you make mistakes, at least you can then learn from them. But here, you just waste time, and it's really hard. It's harder for you in retrospect to see what mistake I made.
Yeah, you're right. So here I died to Silas. I don't know. I think since he had Yumi and he's Silas, yeah, he's kind of unkillable.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had I think I had an item advantage over him. I had level advantage over him.
Yeah,
until he get that level up from the mini. It was no, he had the same items. I think. It's never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same items. Yeah.
So yeah, probably because of Yumi and his healing.
Yeah, I don't like that you're going mid though. The sideline here is what you need. Yeah. So once turrets are down, either bot or mid, you most likely want to sweep. Like, especially when it's past 14 minutes. Okay,
That's true. That's true though. But I also saw that Jin was bot, so I.
Yeah, I know. But okay, so try. Okay, so for next times, again, this is like what we talked about, the timing. Go to bot lane anyhow and ping him. Try to get him off bot lane. Say, go mid Jin.
Yeah. I'm trying to do that, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. This game, I just figured. Yeah. Yeah, it's true though.
But the sideline is so important for Ekko. So important, because this doesn't happen on the sidelines.
Right. That's right.
You have to scale. You have to scale up. You have to farm. You have to put pressure, and then you can TP. And this is so crucial for you, especially for Ekko. So always sideline, always like especially past 14 minutes. When a turret is down, when you see like bot lane can be swappable, you go bot lane. Like here again, just bot lane. Okay, yeah. Now I see you do that. This is good. I see you also pinging them, like go mid. And I wanted you to do that before, right? Don't hesitate.
True.
And you see you're getting stuff just from going bot lane. See how easy it is compared to going mid? Yeah, now you have to defend, so you go mid, that's perfectly fine.
I think it's also very a lot easier for Ekko to be in side lane, because if you have ultimate, you're basically unkillable. You have movement speed from your passive. It's
for sure. You can actually 100% bait like at least
you can see this
champions.
Game was rough.
Yeah.
I was looking for Caitlyn, but
I don't have ultimate.
I think this problem. Yeah, true. I think this is a problem of also trying to engage like from the front, like front to back, which I should.
Unless you're really fed, you don't want to look. Unless you have your ult, 100%. When you don't have your ult, you never want to do that. You don't even want to walk in front. Like you just want to chill and see what's going on, and probably you probably want to farm when you don't have your ult. Mid game, I'm saying, unless you're really fed and your team is ahead. But in an even ground, you definitely don't want to show yourself like that.
I think this was really stupid. I was like greedy, maybe I can like get the stun on this Caitlyn, then run away or something. I don't know.
So overall, from what I think, you're not playing badly, okay? So don't like your early game was solid. You had some things you can improve, but the early game was solid. So this game, I think if you would have gotten side lane way sooner, I think it could have maybe looked a bit different. But I think you would have lost it anyway, probably. So
we lost it actually.
You won this? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we won this.
Yeah.
We won
Okay.
this.
Okay. So you wouldn't have not get into a losing
Yeah.
position. Is
Yeah.
what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, because late game Ekko, you can never know. But yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, if you can avoid getting to a losing position, you should always do that. Yes. So early side lanes. Watch
It's
for
like once the first tower drops, I should go to the sideline.
100%. Yes.
Or should I go to sideline, like, even if, like, all the towers are up and we're like past 20 minutes maybe?
No,
like...
I don't think it's gonna happen. If so, then like it really depends on like what. No, there's no way no turret is down by 20 minutes. This is not a pro play. It won't happen. And if it does, then yeah, just you can stay mid. But nobody at this stage is going to no.
So even if, for example, they only pushed mid and the bot towers are still up, I should go sideline.
Again, say it again so we can answer.
Even if, like, I lost my tower in mid and the bot towers are both up, then I should still go sideline, right? So it doesn't like matter what towers are up, what towers are down. I should just go to a sideline. Yeah,
most likely, yes. When you're
if I'm ahead, if I'm really ahead, I'm trying to, and I push actually my mid, then I try to push bot and then move to a sideline, right? I'm trying to like push mid, like shove it, when I have the tower down already, the enemy tower. And then just roam towards bot to get the bot tower to help my help my bot lane get tower.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can do
I
that.
actually
Yeah,
swap with...
you can do that. Also, possibility is also top, and also possibility if you are ahead and you get the mid tower, the first mid tower, to push it and then go take their jungle with your jungler, make a hell for the enemy jungler to farm.
Yeah, true.
So this is like the three options you have. It's either keep push for sure. It's keep pressuring mid. So once you have the pressure mid, you use it to get everything from the enemy jungler, or use it to dive either top or bot.
Do you think it's fine sitting on that Oblivion Orb? Just for
silence?
Yeah,
100%. Yes. Yeah. It's a good choice.
I also seen a lot of like Ekko players just not taking anti-healing at all.
Yeah.
Because you're just oriented towards burst. Yeah,
no, right? Yeah, but it's perfectly fine. Especially in team fights, can make a huge difference.
So you see my FPS were dropping. I'm usually sitting around 150, and it was dropping to 90.
It's for me as well. I have like a 3080 RTX, which it doesn't matter. Like League of Legends is a CPU game, and I have a Ryzen 3600, and same thing. It's just League is very not optimized.
I think it was also because of the recording.
Yeah, also that, but also League is not optimized at all. So I'm not gonna watch the rest of the game because we are actually out of time. But I regardless, I wouldn't want to watch the rest of the game because your micro is, again, like I saw in the other clips in the other game. Your micro is solid. The only thing is the mindset and the macro behind it. And I think once you nail these two, work on the points we talked about, like trusting yourself to read the abilities, understanding to commit to one thing, making making the trades whenever needed, and punishing the enemy. All of this stuff. Once you nail them down, you're gonna have other problems, and then we can do another session and talk about them. Sure. But please try them out. You 100% can get to diamond easily, like really, really easily. You can get to diamond from your gameplay. Just work on this stuff, and you're halfway there. Like your micro is very solid. You know how to go. I see that you know the combos. You know how to go in. You understand the power spikes. It's just like really the small things which are going to make a big impact. All right.
You think like the confidence and decisions, basically just committing to something and not just half-assing attempts or something.
Yes, and punishing the enemy, and when you have the control, using the control, the confidence to take the control.
Okay.
This is 100%.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.